And I know it's peripheral and completely missable, but nice thin silence. And the odd siren that would otherwise be all I hear. Hot and cold, wet and warm. Hot and cold. I beg to hear you when you call. Hot and cold. Let's just make one thing we can all have when it all crumbles down. It makes no sense.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and here with Clark Kellogg and Steve. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. The forward combination of Dunleavy and Gibson. And it's Gasol in the 5 spot. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Kyrie Irving 3 seasons ago was the only rookie in NBA history to shoot as well as he did from the three-pointers, the field, and the free throw line. There's no question about it. He is an elite shooter.
To the inside. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Dunleavy.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Now here's LeBron. And the layup's good off the glass.
And the layup just gift wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
And it's Rose penetrating. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Butler can't get that one to fall. Dunleavy's shot is off. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. James with it. Gasol covering. James kicks to Irving. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over him.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
And stolen by LeBron. Shumpert passes to James. Fires the 3. Cleveland the rebound. And Shumpert kicks to Irving. LeBron drives in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second personal foul.
Well, a question you have to wonder as we watch LeBron play in his prime. Should we be more in awe, Clark, of him from a historical standpoint? He has a chance, as many people think, to be the best of all time when he hangs them up.
He's right in that discussion. He's arguably already in the top 10. Actually, in my opinion, he is in the top 10. Clearly right in the top 10 with a chance to be on some people's top 5. He's a once-in-a-generation kind of player, but so too were others. Oscar, Wilt, Elgin, and guys of that ilk. But I think it will be a long time before we see anybody quite like him in size, strength, speed, and skill.
Well played. Here's Irving. Count it from 12. Irving's got 5 points so far.
That's the kind of finish we've gotten used to seeing from him in the low post.
And stolen by LeBron. Now Cleveland moving it up. LeBron leading the charge. The dish now to Dunleavy. The tray. And again, no good by Chicago.
You know, I'm thinking about if we should actually be more in awe of LeBron. I mean, it's just hard to imagine what he does almost on a nightly basis. Just some incredible things out on that court.
Now, here is Irving. 26 points for him last game again. Here's Shumpert. Shoots the three. Some solid defense from Rose.
And fans and media have grown somewhat inured to LeBron's amazing play. Look that one up, folks. But I think deep down we all realize that we are watching something truly special when he plays and how he comports himself between the lines and outside of it. It's just a matter of really being able to recognize how he fits into the NBA's history books.
Shot clock at 6. Good.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Smith checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. The Bulls also changing it up. Mirotic is checked in for Gibson. Tony Snell comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And Brooks subbed in for Rose.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
From downtown, Thompson dishes to Varejão. Smith kicks to Shumpert. And another miss by Cleveland.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
Here's Snell. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Kicks it to Thompson. The feed now to Dellavedova. It's up a three. Mirotic grabs the miss. And Butler, here we go. Mirotic has a wide open look. And it takes a hard bounce. Here's Thompson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. That's on Aaron Brooks.
2 shots.
The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he's good on the second. And so far it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
And they're really keying in on getting as many good shots inside the lane as possible. They're doing a nice job of not just settling for outside looks.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they're working it inside and doing it with intention and purpose.
Chicago trailing here. On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got Noah. Tony Snell is out there with Brooks. Then there's Mirotic. And it's Gasol at the 5, down low. LeBron passes to Irving. He feeds it to Love. James left side. Nobody near Irving. No good with the triple. Mirotic, the 23rd pick back in 2011. The Bulls had to wait a while for him to come over. But, Steve, it looks like their patience will be rewarded.
Yeah, I mean, he was an MVP in the Spanish ACB league. It's probably the best league in the world after the NBA. So a lot of NBA GMs really regarded him as the best international player outside the NBA last season.
So for the Bulls, Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Dunleavy comes in for Mirotic. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Tony Snell. Cavaliers trailing.
Up high and down hard.
That's how you use it, brother.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder. And now we'll check out the numbers Pau Gasol has been putting up. 5th in blocks. And he's been a terrific rebounder as well, in the top 10 in that category per game.
And, Steve, you said it. I mean, he ranks in the top 5 in blocks per game, and that puts him in his rightful place as one of the most feared defenders in the league right now.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second.
Oh, my gosh, I just got that.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Irving again throws. No good from Irving.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Passes it to Dunleavy. Gibson dishes to Rose. Clock at 6. They get it back. Gasol kicks to Dunleavy. Gibson down low. Guarded by Marion. And another shot. And it's laid in by Gibson. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Well done finishing that one off.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
Many consider him a genius-level coach. Doris, thanks. We'll see how he does. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Sean Marion.
It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
And there's the foul. Goes on Taj Gibson. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for James. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Butler's checked in. Dellavedova, the pass to Irving. Again, Irving missing.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they'd lost LeBron. Now, not only has LeBron returned, but the Cavs have locked up Irving to a long-term contract.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
Well, great sign, because after that poor first quarter, now they're playing better offensively and they have the lead.
It's stolen by Rose.
Oh boy, nice one-man fast break on that one.
It sure was a stylish finish to cap it off, too.
Irving attacking. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And remember last season, a fan who ran out in the court was wearing a shirt saying, Kyrie, don't go. The fans were definitely, Clark, getting nervous.
And what a terrific turnaround for this franchise. I mean, last season struggled with chemistry concern. Help has now arrived in a big way, and the mood around this city and the team has taken a complete 180.
And Cleveland making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. And Tony Snell subbed in for Mike Dunleavy. Chicago leading by 5. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Mirotic. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Shumpert. No good on the buzzer beater. And so that's the end of the first half. The second half just about to get going here. You gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
Clay created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And I'll tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. Really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Irving is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then it's Mozgov. And it's Love in at the 4 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. They get the rebound. The kick out to Irving. In the corner, it's James. Moves back up. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And it's 9 points for LeBron.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
And LeBron asked who would be on his Mount Rushmore of NBA greats, Steve. He went with Larry. He went with Michael Jordan and Oscar Robertson.
Well, you got to feel like he probably can sort of associate himself with the Big O. You know, the big body, the strength, the versatility. That's what Oscar was all about. That's what LeBron is all about. So nice to see LeBron's recognition of that era of the NBA.
Hard to argue with those selections. He also said he better be up there too, and I would agree with that.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. In a wide open look for Irving. Buries it from three-point range. Irving got 8.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. The Bulls making a switch here. Brooks checked in. And with this quick break in play, let's take a look now and select from a group of point guards that have been killing it from three-point range over the last 10 games. Kyrie Irving third.
Well, a lot of the point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the ball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters right there.
No question about it, Steve. And being able to knock down the 3 ball as well as this group can makes them so much more effective at the point guard spot. It really causes problems for the defense.
Dunleavy kicks to Brooks. Now the pass to Gibson. Outside jumper. LeBron James on the wing. For the 3. And again, LeBron missing.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, as we all know, LeBron James is now back in Cleveland, but he thinks his time in Miami will serve him well. As he said, Miami for me has been like college for other kids. I became a better player and a better man. I learned from a franchise that had been where I wanted to go. Kevin?
He knows what it takes to win it all, Doris. Now he's trying to do it back home in Ohio. Thanks. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Butler dishes to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. It's Chicago with another bucket. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's LeBron. And he overshot that one, missing.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Takes the 13-footer. Dunleavy for three. And the shot is good. And now an 11-point Chicago lead.
You know, their three-point shooting since halftime is about as good as you could possibly ask for, guys.
Now's the time to put the pedal to the metal, boys. Keep firing those deep balls and build that lead up.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
Launches it. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists in the game.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
6 to shoot. Here's James. James with another miss.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Here's Irving. Love the pass to LeBron. The three-pointer is right on target. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Brooks outside. Dunleavy for three. And so it's Cleveland with it. So for Chicago right now, Rose and Snell teaming up in the backcourt. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Mirotic in the small forward. So it's Chicago now after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Rose kicks to Mirotic. No good.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed. All of the above. Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Noah kicks to Mirotic. Beyond the arc. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. That's now 8 points for Nikola Mirotic.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Mirotic, Clark, the first ever 2-time winner of the EuroLeague Rising Star Award. Certainly one of the most accomplished European prospects to enter the NBA in quite some time.
And, you know, Kevin, his game has been compared to Dirk Nowitzki or Danilo Gallinari. Both of those guys are pretty versatile, high-quality, highly skilled players. So Mirotic, a stretch power forward with really good intangibles, too.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We got to wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. It's tipped. Oh, trying for it. And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfect.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And Mirotic, tremendously skilled for a player of his size, able to pass, handle, shoots it with range, and I think he has the toughness to complement that skill level as well.
The Bulls making a switch here. Butler's checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Smith kicks to Dellavedova. Thompson dishes to LeBron. Drains it from beyond the arc. LeBron's got 14 points here in the second half.
And Mirotic has a nice touch inside. I mean, he's developed a post game to complement a really good outside shot. It'll be interesting to see how he's able to be most effective in the NBA.
And it's Rose missing. Cleveland now, time running out. Smith wide open, he fires. Here's the three. Offensive rebound.
And he is still scoreless. It looks like he doesn't even want to be out there.
And he gets it to go. Snell's got 5 points now this quarter. The drive by James. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
The kick out to Rose. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And LeBron throws it down.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. A different look now for Cleveland. Love check in for Tristan Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Smith. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. Chicago also making some changes. Pau Gasol's checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Mirotic. It's Dunleavy in for Tony Snell. Butler goes in, and he banks in the layup. And the Bulls lead by 7.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Out to Shumpert. There's the three. Can't get it to go. So the Bulls will take it the other way.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Now here's LeBron. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Rose goes in. And Gasol slams it in.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style. A beat down the entire way.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Irving, good. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Rose goes in. Here's Gibson. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. The fans are making noise here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Oklahoma City Thunder getting settled in. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Indiana. Down low, West and Hibbert. The backcourt, Hill and Myers. And it's Hill in the 3 slot.
Kevin Durant's so potent offensively. I think at times we overlook his defense. That's an area he's really improved, and of course the length that makes him so tough to deal with offensively also serves him well at the defensive end of the floor.
Outside Hill. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Now Miles. Averaging 12 points a game. And he gets it to go. Hibbert's got the game going with his first points of the game for Indiana.
And there's the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, that's a nice tone setter out of the gate.
And it's Durant missing.
Still looking for that first bucket here to start the game.
And it's Miles missing.
That would have been a nice alley-oop there.
Well, you got to love the effort, though. Almost showtime. Boy, after the first 3 misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they still can't connect.
From past the arc. Good on the shot. Miles has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Durant wide open, he fires. And he's good on the 3-ball.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3. Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
Boy, his reaction time to that pass was so quick. Good work defensively.
They get it again. Fires the 3. And he gets it to go. Durant's got 6 points.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
You talk about Scott Brooks' defensive focus. He played 11 years in the NBA as a 5'11 point guard, Steve. You'd better believe he had some toughness.
Oh, he was nasty. He would pick you up full court. And, you know, there's a great stat about him when he played. He went 5 consecutive seasons where he had more steals than turnovers. So it shows you about Scott Brooks.
Now here's Durant. 6 points for him. Down low.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you've got it, Clark.
And here is Hill, following the 3 from Kevin Durant. And it's Miles missing. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Durant with it. He's picked up by Hill. Durant with another miss.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Shoots the 3. Durant with another miss.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Here's West. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Indiana making some changes. And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. Kevin Durant, number one. Second is Paul George. The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as the receiver, he didn't feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish. Just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
Defensive violation.
Off his foot, and the official saying it was kicked. Kevin Durant's checked in for Augustine.
Kevin Durant.
Pacers on defense. 3-point lead. Inside. And it's Mahimi finishing it off. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket. And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
George, that's a 2-pointer. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Here's Durant. Blocked. He lobs it up. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And I'm sensing, guys, this game really starting to swing their way.
To me, it seems like they're...
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Pacers out in front, up by 9. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
It's really been a dominant effort on the glass. That's been the key here.
Yeah, they've established nice low post presence, which always tends to help you on the rebounding battle.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Paul George is out there with Allen. Then it's Donald Sloan. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. And it's Mahimi in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the Thunder making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahimi. Hill comes in for George. And it's Hill in for Rodney Stuckey.
Enes Kanter, originally from Turkey, some real promise offensively. He scores well on that left block, and he does a nice job on the offensive boards as well. At times, he's even shown the ability to step out and space the floor. It'll be interesting to see how his game develops.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, the Pacers head coach Frank Vogel has helped turn this team into a powerhouse. He's had a reputation for positivity, lifting his players up and boosting their confidence. As Paul George put it, coach has no shame in calling you out. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get embarrassed. No one wants that, Kevin.
He'll call you out, Doris, that's for sure. Thanks. Here's Sloan. He's covered by Westbrook. Sloan shot is off. And Kanter not a big leaper shot, but his strength serves him well defensively.
Yeah, he's a good post defender, Kevin, because of those attributes. He holds his ground and has the length to bother and challenge shots.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Well, they were getting run ragged out there. Good time for a timeout. Maybe it was even too late, but this club has to regroup now.
Well, I tell you what, it wasn't pretty, and they definitely needed to take a minute to talk things over.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Roberson comes in for Anthony Morrow. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Dion Waiters. Stolen by Westbrook. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City.
textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
And it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. Tough play. He had to fight his way all the way to the rim.
That ties the game. 14 points for Kevin Durant.
Now let's see if that triggers another explosion from. Remember, he hit 3 3-pointers in the first quarter.
The Thunder, and especially Kevin Durant, seem to be on the clock for when are they going to win a title, but they still haven't closed the deal yet.
And Kevin, there's no guarantee that you'll win a title. Even if you are a really good team with star players, it just doesn't always automatically happen. I mean, that's not a given, even though they're chipping away at it and they've made some great progress over the last 4 or 5 years. Those things are hard. Oh, how about that basketball fan? Wow.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed.
Here's Sloan. Here's West. The shot is off. Ibaka with some nice D. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. Second, the Thunder.
Yeah, what a show of strength and rebounding we've seen recently. These guys playing extremely physically.
Indiana trailing here. The drive by Hill. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. And Ibaka slams it in.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And the basket good.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
And Durant sends it back.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Lets it go with the three. And the shot is good. And it's a 10-point Thunder lead.
Well, they've settled into a pretty nice groove here offensively in the second quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they picked up the pace shooting the ball. I mean, the field goal percentage upwards of 50% now.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Augustine comes in for Russell Westbrook. George against Durant. Stuckey outside. And that time, also a missed shot.
And you can feel the momentum swinging. They needed that shot badly.
Steve, I sense some frustration here. It seems like they're getting a little frustrated. It's understandable because they've given up this big run.
And the shots continue to fall as they try to put this thing away.
Yeah, big run here.